LeadingAbility is about disabled talent. What we wanted to do is make sure that we created a platform in which disabled people could maximise their potential. And we looked around at mainstream leadership programs and realised there was no leadership program that existed that took into account individuals' disability and said, how does that play into leadership? LeadingAbility's key aims is to take an individual from where they are and grow them in terms of their leadership. So it could well be an individual has no leadership experience and it gets them on that rung of the ladder, or it could be that they have some experience and it develops them further. So it's about working with the individual and taking them forward.
Disability is not necessarily a problem, rather it is simply a different life experience. And from that different life experience can come an enormous amount of skill and talent that it's actually very difficult for people to foster.
The core structure of LeadingAbility is based around a 4-month programme. Most leadership programmes run over consecutive days and there's no follow-up, or if there is, it's very minimal. Ours is very much centred around participant development.
We realised that you can't be a leader in 4 days. That you have to reflect, you need to develop, you need to work with peers, you need to learn from your peers, you need to go away, you need to put things into operation and come back and reflect again. So we recognised that it was probably a 3-4 month journey that people needed to go to in order to embed what they'd learned.
I stopped teaching because I thought I couldn't do it, and I've come to a situation where people that are disabled are contributing, are helping, enabling people to be the best they can. So it kind of inspired me to think perhaps I can still work.
Disability can be a positive factor in management, in leadership and in society. Number 2, the successful passing of knowledge between a group of experienced leaders and those who are wanting to take up leadership positions soon. And I would say that the knowledge has passed both ways.
The biggest learning curve for me is to work with people of different abilities and to understand that everybody has a voice and an opinion that should be respected. That's the biggest thing. The other thing was that the social model of disability was an enlightenment for me. I had never known that before. And it turned my thinking about myself from being a failure to looking outwards to see what I could contribute.
I'm really excited. I mean, we've done the pilot, we had 9 people on it. 7 of those 9 people have already really gone through the next stage and have really developed. And we think we can operate this on a much bigger scale and start getting a critical mass of disabled people in really influential places throughout society, which will really then start to shift culture around disability and perceptions of disability.
The program's developed my leadership skills in that I'm now playing an important role of the board members of the GPO, and I have a vision of where it should go. Before, I was just a member who went to meetings and didn't say much. So you've unleashed a lion.